Hey everyone, welcome to the Adirondack Valley Central. Welcome to update number 2. I have a lot of stuff to show you guys. So there has been a lot of progress on this layout, and normally I like to do stuff in steps and have a lot of updates, but since I've been very busy working on layout and been off the road during the week, and between all those ice storms we have had and the bad weather in Nashville, I've been able to get a lot of stuff done. And I just kept going and going and going. And I was like, you know, I really need to stop and do another update, because I hate to do a before and after and just everything's done and, you know, within the next video. I like to get a couple of videos in before, you know, the final installment, which is, you know, the scenery and everything, and the trains running and stuff. But, you know, so there's, like I said, been a lot of progress on the layout, and so I'm going to give you guys a tour of all the stuff that I have done in the past couple months. So the first step was to weather the track, and I've done a how-to video how to weather the track. So here's the finished progress here. Everything's all completed all the way around, including the yard and the even the track and the tunnel. So the next step was to make the divider for the mountains with the foam boards. I bought another foam board that I can have it going across this way, and it's cut in 3 pieces. That way, in case I decide to move and want to bring a layout with me, I'm able to take the mountains apart, and that's why they won't be destroyed. I had to redo them. You know, they're going to be taken in 4 sections. I'm going to have them. I'm going to have this big section here, this whole thing here, that little guy right there, the rock cut. There's another section down there, and the other section is going to be the entire tunnel scene. That's going to be all one big piece as well. So there'll be at least 4 sections of mountain work. That way, that could be transported without being destroyed and chopped up. So the first thing, as far as the mountain's concerned, this was the first little guy that I've done, and this is going to be the rock cut. It's 3 pieces of foam glued together, and I carved the rock out. And this is going to be painted and scenic, just like everything else. There's a couple of nice YouTube videos. I don't know if it's Scenic Express. I forgot the name of the videos, but I normally post them on Facebook and on my Facebook page. So, you know, if you guys are interested in, you know, the carving process, they have a lot of videos on YouTube, which I've learned. And I'm also making a how-to video of the entire layout, you know, with music and stuff like that, you know, just how I made the mountains and everything. So, and this guy, this is the big one. This is the big tamale here. A lot of stacked up piece of foam, cut in pieces, and this whole thing is all one big piece all the way around here. And again, this whole thing can move if I wanted to. As you can see, the whole thing can move. And, you know, once I finish plastering it and do the scenery work, I can always put it on my kitchen table and work on it, and then put it back without leaning over on the layout and breaking anything. So you can see just the progress here of the for the waterfall scene. Okay, those rocks are going to be painted. Those are carved out. And I'm going to have a mix of the rock molds and painted rocks, just with different texture, different, you know, just different ideas, and, you know, just it's a challenge for me. So I figured I take the shot and do it, right? So the next part is this section, which is going to be all carved out, just like this. It's going to look like that. So this whole thing is going to be carved out, and all these pieces are glued on top. This is all going to be rock molds on here. I'm deciding, well, either rock molds, or I'm going to cut and make rock faces. But I think I'm going to plaster this and put rock molds, and underneath it's going to be all the carved foam. And these 2 pieces are not connected yet. They will be once I finish plastering and scenicking the stuff over here. Then I'll continue with this one. And what's great, I could take these apart and move them onto my table and work on them separately, instead of reaching over on the layout and ruining whatever I have with my stomach in a way. So this is the section over here. Here we got the yard. again, the engine facility, and the this is going to be the where the freight house is going to be here. This whole big sheet is going to be the freight house with a couple of cars sitting there. So the Adirondack Valley Centrals, that's the short line. So that's the industry. It works, and the engine service will be over here for the locomotives. And so yeah, it's gonna be gonna be some cool little scene over here. So here's gonna be the major tunnel and waterfall scene with the bridge, the largest bridge on the layout. And here's the progress of how the other mountain looked like before I plastered. You know, just stacked up high, and I'm gonna work on this side here. It's gonna be stacked up here and over across, and I'm gonna carve out a tunnel portal instead of gluing a stone one, or you know, or a plaster, making a plaster mold. I'm gonna carve them out, and the same thing with over here. Okay, so again, this is the third piece. This little guy here is the third piece, but everything is going to be connected. So this entire thing, it's going up here this high, you know, all the way down. And there's going to be a mountain here too. I just bought the foam. It's over there, and two big pieces right there. And I'm going to start working on this side of the mountain. This is only temporary, but I'm going to actually get a real piece, and I'll use this for a top, an upper layer. And you know, track is off here. This is how the riverbed was for the other one before it was finished with the plaster. And all I got to do left is add just another little section here of cardboard. That's what you get. It's a little sturdy for the water itself, and then plaster the whole entire thing. And then eventually glue all these sections down together onto this, glue them to here, and it become one big mountain and tunnel scene. And it'll be a lot of fun to try to move that around. Definitely. It's going to be a good time. And here's the least progress of the layout. The only thing I've done was carve a piece of cardboard out to measure the space I have for all the buildings for the town of Joanne. And you see some of them there, and those were all, most of my tools are laying over there until I finish the mountains and they will take those out. And here's one of the trains I've been just running and testing, and there's the siding. So yeah, and I can fit a good 10-12 cars on it with two locomotives, and it runs well, and you know, it doesn't look like, you know, it's chasing its tail. It actually disappears, and I can see it again. You know, so when I do videos, I could still run long trains. So this is, you know, this is the tour of the layout, you know, of what I've completed. I'm going to do a lot more stuff tonight and a lot more stuff for the rest of the week before I go back on the road. We're going to Oklahoma this weekend, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So, you know, so the future, you know, just keep working on it. I just received the road bid after 2 weeks from Train World in Brooklyn, New York. Between all the snowstorms I've had, and we have here and in New York and all the South and the Midwest and everything, and it's been nuts. And I finally received it after 2 weeks, so I'll be doing the road bed and the wiring, and I'll be starting up the tunnel work again. So, guys, thank you for all the support between Facebook and YouTube. It's been a lot of fun getting back into this again, and it's pretty relaxing, to be honest. And wish everybody the best of luck in their layouts and their progress. Thanks, guys. God bless. Take care. See you for update number 3.